So I took some time lapse the other day when it was cloudy, and then rainy, and then bright, and then dark. And I was able to get some pretty cool footage. Now, I put these two up against each other. So this is a Pixel 3. It's a few years old, obviously. It's a regular Pixel 3 against this little Insta guy. And I didn't change any settings. I didn't crop any sizes. I didn't add anything different. I just went the default. What happens when you click connect? Here. Go through. Hit time lapse. And then what happens if you run that for a couple hours? The battery lasted 2.5 hours. The default speed was a lot slower than this. I used 120x for this, so that was really helpful. But what that meant was that I got like a 50-second clip for here and a 10-minute clip for here. Now I have to say that it's probably easier if it takes it a little bit slower like this, because if you want, you can just edit this later. You can speed this up however you feel like. I'm going to show it here at normal speed. One big thing you'll notice is that when it gets dark, the Pixel tries to compensate for that, which is good and bad. So there's some processing on the Pixel side by default. I wasn't quite sure how to turn that off for time lapse, but what I did notice was that when it got dark, it tried to brighten it up and it made the quality look really bad. But when it got dark with this, it just got dark. Now, sometimes you might want the better night shot, and this is going to give you better visibility at night, but this is going to give you what it actually is, right? So I'll take a look. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want more. This is just a cloudy Nebraska sky. Then it's rainy, then it's clear, then it's dark, right? So it's just, I put 2 tripods outside and I just let it run. So enjoy. Now, out of these two, as far as what I think is better, I kind of prefer this because you can kind of just leave it. It's not as big a deal if you leave it anywhere and it gets stolen maybe or what, and then if you lose the phone. So I don't have a SIM in this one, it's just an old one. But this one is easier because it takes the shot over a longer exposure, and with that longer exposure you can speed up, slow down when you feel like it. When you select your shot with this, you have to manually change it on the phone while you're doing it. I don't know. It takes more. Like, this kind of has more options. This is a lot easier. Yeah, I kind of like this one better for time lapse. I've done a few with this, and maybe it's because this doesn't have an ultra wide, right? Because this does. So you'll see, as you probably saw, it's wide and gets a much bigger view. This is pretty narrow. You can just kind of zoom. The Pixel 3 camera is very good. Everybody always talks about how great Pixel cameras are, and they are. That's not in question. Just for something like this, you know, when I thought that this was doing well, then I looked at the footage from this. I said, well, that's a lot cooler, actually. So it's a preference, but, you know, if you want to take a newer phone and do that with an ultra-wide camera, it'd probably be good too. The question is, do you want to take like $1,000 phone and leave it outside? Because it did rain. Even though these are IP68, you still, you know, don't want to leave your Galaxy S21 or something in the rain compared to, oh, well, this guy can sit in the rain for a bit. Who cares, right? So, just some thoughts. Catch you next time.